Absolutely. The way I know you're listening, if you're dropping your shoulders down, I know I lost you already. So keep your back straight, make sure you're listening. All right? How many of you guys know different, I'll give you a better one. How many of you guys have professional training in how to write? How many years of training? Remember rule number 1 was? What was rule 1? Okay. So one more time. How many years of training have you had, professional training, learning how to write? How many years?
12 years.
12 years or more. How much have you learned professional learning how to read? 12 years. How much professional training have you had how to listen?
17.
You have no, most people, I'm going to assume here, most people have no professional training how to listen. Okay? There are different types of listening skills. All right? I'm going to tell you the types really quick. One is called ignoring. It is actually a listening type. Some of you are doing that right now with me. Okay? So, and the way I know it is you go like this. Okay? Keep your back straight. Okay? Listen, ignoring is actually a type of listening. So please don't do that. Okay? The other one is selective. That means what you do with a 5-year-old. You only pick the things you like to listen to. Right? You just kind of listen to some words and you kind of basically get the idea. That's one type of listening. Okay? Another one is being probing. You try to get it out of them. Like somebody comes up to you and says, I had a bad day. You're like, oh yeah, what happened? Did you do this? You try to question them out, which is a very poor way of listening. There's another type called reading your home movies to them. Basically what that means is that they come to you and I go, in my case, they go, oh yeah, my wife does this. And I go, oh God, my wife does the exact same thing. As a matter of fact, all women do that. That's a type of listening. I read my own home movies to you. But I can truly be there listening to the other person. It's a type of listening. Bad or good, it is. The most powerful way to listen is called empathic listening, which means listening without any intention to reply. You don't even think about what you're going to say to them. You simply listen. All right? And that is the number one thing in self-defense. Okay? You guys have been here for 2 hours. I walked most of you right by you. Most of you, only one of you actually literally made eye contact with me. I'm a total stranger in a place where you're doing something. Right? And we're going to get into that because those are the stuff that's going to make you a victim or not. And we're going to talk about what a victim is, right? People are going to get attacked are victims. Nobody wants to attack someone who's confident, who's walking straight. Okay, and they know what they're doing. Nobody wants to, eye contact is the most important thing, right? Nobody wants to attack someone when they look at you straight in the eye and say, I'm sorry, can I help you with something? They look for that, somebody who looks down or looks away, right? So to me, self-defense, first of all, thank you for some of the guys who show up in this class, because I'm personally against self-defense for women. Because self-defense is self-defense. Unless I'm attacked by someone who's got 5 legs and 10 arms, I defend myself the exact same way. Self-defense is self-defense, right? And I do my whole idea of the self-defense is this, and we talk about that and we actually do a little bit of practice. Here's my personal belief. You can take whatever you want from me that's replaceable. Car, wallet, whatever. Unless you want to take something from me that's not replaceable. And when that happens, God help you. Because I do not defend myself to walk away. I don't defend myself to run. I will defend myself for one reason, to take your life. Because you were after mine. I know that sounds violent. Okay? I'm all for peace, by the way. I am all for peace, but I'm not against violence. You guys understand the difference? I am all for peace, and I will walk away from anything, whatever it is. But if it gets down to fighting, it'd be absolutely my pleasure. Literally. And I'm going to teach you how to do the same thing. And more importantly, put that presence out. Like, don't mess with me. Right? I'm nice, I'm nice. Everybody go like this. Say, I'm nice. I'm nice. I'm nice.
I'm nice.
I'm nice.
I'm nice.
Till it gets to a point I won't be nice.
Won't be nice.
And that's how we make a fist, right? Tell people, oh, I got bullied in the school. Tell them to back off. Oh, they keep bullying you again. Tell your parents. Oh, they keep bullying you. Tell the instructor. Tell your teacher. They do it again, go to a school principal. But if they do it again, you knock them out. But don't jump into this right away, right? You go through all this to make a fist. Right, so what do you go like this again? So go, I'll be nice, I'll be nice, I'll be nice, I'll be nice, till it gets to a point I won't be nice. Any questions on that?
Sir.
All right. So rule number 1 was?
Participate.
So when I ask you a question, please answer yes sir or no sir or yes or no. Don't say yeah. Don't shake your head. Just literally participate. I know you're participating in this class. What's the next one?
Be here now.
Say it again.
Be here now.
Just him. Just her. Yeah.
Be here now.
Be here now. So we just talked about that, right? Good. What's the next one?
Use virtuosity.
Use virtuosity, which means do the simplest thing the best you can. And that comes from standing, from sitting, from walking in here, and walking. Every one of you guys, I don't want to say should have because I don't want to make you feel bad, but every one of you guys should have stopped me and said hello. Literally, hi, my name is whatever. Just want to say hello. You know what that would do? That would diffuse me. That would bring things down a lot more energy level. Plus, you in a familiar place. You saw a stranger and you break that ice right there. What you don't want to do is to make their eyes and just kind of go, look away. Right? You just literally stop and say, hi, my name is whatever, how are you? Shake hand, do what we call the 3 T's, because touching someone will bring all their negative energy down. I know it sounds weird, but angry person don't want to be touched. Have you ever noticed that? I'm sure nobody here. But when you touch them, it will actually calm them down a little bit. All right, so what's next?
Do not make me an offender for
Don't make me an offender for a word. This is so powerful for some of you younger ladies. I'm sure some of the other people here will enjoy it too. But what that means is that if I'm speaking and I happen to say one thing, and I say, God, all blondes are like that. So if you're a blonde here, don't make me an offender. Don't shut me down for the rest of my talk because I just said this one thing. Do you understand? So don't make me an offender for a word. That happens to me with my wife a lot. Used to happen a lot more, it still happens. I'll be with her and she'll name an ex-boyfriend. Just name an ex-boyfriend. In my mind, I shut her down. She's done. I don't want to listen to anything else. Right? Because I've made her an offender for one word she said. Right? So don't be like that. Right? Let go of things. If the person is important to you, you can say, hey honey, what was that you mentioned? And it's 99.9% of the time it's nothing. But I choose to make it a lot bigger than what it is. Okay? So don't make people an offender for a word. Okay. Yes?
any of silent meditation.
Great. So I want to introduce you to a couple concepts today. Okay? None of the self-defense techniques work unless you're aware of your body, you're aware of your surrounding. How many of you guys actually came in today, noticed where the entrance was, where the exit was, where the bathrooms were? Did anybody take the time to do that? Good. Okay? So it's really important whenever you walk in, to be aware of what's going on. All right? What's around you? How many of you guys actually checked this out before you showed up here? Oh, there's a self-defense place at this place. It would have taken you, God, a web phone, it would have taken you 2 seconds to do a quick web search. Who is this guy? We're going to go to some place back of the building? Where are we going? Not to be panicked. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to be panicked. I'm just saying you have that phone, Google it. Right? It's that easy. Right? Anyway, so I'm going to introduce you to a couple things. A silent meditation and a breathing meditation. Okay? We do that in the beginning of every class. I'm losing you. There you go. So I want to make sure if you walk away with nothing here today, you walk away with that. Okay? Learn to calm yourself down. Because when you're calm, you can make decisions better. Okay? So I want you to keep your back nice and straight. Put your right hand like this. Put your left hand on top. Keep your back nice and straight. I do not want you to be comfortable. So, and let me tell you something. For all of you, your body will fight this. Your knee starts hurting. Your back will hurt. Your head will hurt. You go, why am I doing this? Because your body doesn't want to be controlled. Your mind doesn't want to be controlled. And this is the first exercise. You got to make yourself do it. So first thing we're going to do, you're going to close your eyes and count from 100 to 1. So you count 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, all the way down. If you miss a number, go back to 100. Do you understand?
Yes.
Keep your back straight. Eyes closed. Start now. Open your eyes. I don't know how many of you guys finished or not, but it doesn't matter. Keep your hands where they are. Turn the top one over, let the thumbs touch each other. Make a circle. You see the circle in my hand? Don't go like this. Now you can't see a circle, can you? Now you see a circle. Put your top hand, turn them over, right there. Keep your back straight. I want you to breathe through your nose for 8 counts. Watch me. So you're gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're gonna drop the air in your stomach and fill up your lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're gonna breathe out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one breath is how many counts? 24 counts. 8, 8, 8. 8 in, 8 down, 8 out. And you do that for 8 times. Make sure you breathe through your nose. Nose is not supposed to be for anything else except breathing in. Mouth is breathing out, not breathing in. Terrible, right? It's been proven there's 2 couple animals in the world that last more than 150, 200 years. What are they? Crane and turtle. And the main thing is the slow and breathing through the nose. Okay, so very important in learning how you calm yourself down. Okay, so you got to breathe in 8 count, drop it down your stomach, out from your mouth. Start now. Eyes closed. All right, open your eyes and put your arms down, relax. There you go. How does that feel?
Good.
Everybody? Good? Okay. It's a good idea for you guys before you study, do this. Do the silent meditation and the breathing meditation. Before you go to bed, you already subconsciously people do it like counting sheep backwards. It's the same concept about numbers, but it will calm you down. Okay? But in a real situation, I've seen more. I want to make the distinction. There's a difference between self-defense and martial arts. If you didn't know that. Just because you look good doesn't mean you can do damage. As a matter of fact, I've seen more world champions who they can jump up in the air or do push-ups with their tongues and all that stuff. But when it gets down to the actual self-defense, they're like, they're scared, they're peeing their pants. Okay? So, and I'm going to tell you where that comes from. Luckily, there's more women here, so you'll get it like this with the next example. I need a mother. So, what is your name?
Holly,
Holly. Holly. So, will you consider me a martial art expert?
do I consider you a martial?
Yes. Good. Thank you. I'm not, but I appreciate you doing that. So, what would you do if I went after you and attacked you?
I would try to run away.
You would try to run away. Look at the voice difference. I'm trying to run away. Good.
I would try to kick you
There you
first,
go.
and then I would try to run away.
Good. But see, it's kind of fun right now, right?
No, I feel very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Now listen to me carefully. What if I went after her? What would happen?
Uh-oh, she's going down.
Going down.
What happened in your heart right now?
One of the things you can't replace.
Exactly. That is self-defense. Okay? That reaction is self-defense. You know? I'm telling you, what's going on in her heart right now, in her mind, you can have a seat. Thank you. Thank you for having the courage to do this. But that clarity is it's the moment of self-defense. That's going to come. Nobody's going to come and grab your wrist. Nobody's going to come and, it's the clarity. If you mess with me, I'm going to take your life when it gets down to it. And all the reaction, first it was, I'm going to do this. But if I went after her child, she would kick me. She would kill me. But she wouldn't think, I'm going to kick you, I'm going to do one. She would just kill me. And that is the gift to all mothers. I'm a father myself. I don't have that gift. I don't think fathers do. Men get more logical. Men will be like, I'm going to go home, get my gun, and come back and shoot you. They're more about technical thing. Versus a mother, the face, they're just, everything about them changes. Like, I'm going to kill you. And there's no doubt, there's no, oh my God, there's 3 of them. No, I'm going to kill all 3 of you. Do you know what I mean? And that is what basic self-defense, just totally self-defense is all about. Okay? So remember that experience. Now here, I'm going to tell you one more sad thing. I've been, I didn't have a father myself. I was raised by my mom and my sister, so I have women all around me all the time. My experience is women don't do this for themselves. They do it for the child, but that clarity doesn't come out for themselves. I don't know why. And some people develop it. I think it's in there. You got to develop, like anything else, you got to develop that sense, you know. But that's what pure, to me, that's what pure self-defense is all about. It's not going to come down, don't think about what to do. Okay? We're going to begin with the end in mind. I'm going to destroy you. And once that presence is set, technique will come. Right? I always say, you know, I love drinking coffee. People ask me, oh, what would you do, you know, if we get in a fight? I go, well, they're like, oh, yeah, you gotta get up and kick me over the table and, you know, hook kick me and elbow me and blah, blah. I go, no, I'm gonna throw this hot coffee to your face first, right? But here's a sad thing. It took me 30 years to get that. Because if you asked me 20 years ago, I would say, I'm gonna put my coffee down, get up and go, yeah, then elbow you and knee you, you know, whatever. Technically, right? Versus thinking, no, I'm just gonna, there's a fork right here pointing to you already, it's gonna go right to your eye. That'll be the first thing I would do, right? But it took me 30 years of learning sophisticated martial arts to learn that simplicity. Again, that's self-defense, right? All right, what's next? Paradigm shift. So you just had a paradigm shift, ma'am. That concept is called a paradigm shift. Something in you switches. Something in you just there's just something different, right? That's called a paradigm shift. I'll give you an example which I use often. Imagine all of us going on a bus to San Francisco together, and we're talking about something very interesting, and we're all into each other. A guy walks in with 3 kids, and these are KFH. You know what KFH is? So you wouldn't know that. You're not a martial art teacher. KFH is kids from hell. So, and these are kids are running, they're talking to each other, they're messing up, and we're trying to be really like serious. Oh, I'm gonna. And so, what's the first thing we do? We ignore them, right? You're in a party, you see this guy looking at you kind of weird. You ignore him. I'm trying to relate, right? Yeah, ignore him. Hopefully it's nothing. Then you're like, no, these kids are really bothering us, man. What the heck do we do? So we try to get positive mental attitude. Like, let's pretend that not only we're not hearing them, but they're great kids. Let's be natural, let's meditate. Guess what? Now you're still on your nerves, you're just meditating while you're on your nerves. So positive mental attitude doesn't do shit, right? So what do we do next? Anybody? So one of us gets smart, say, you know what, let's go talk to their dad, man, it's horrible. Let's go do something about this. So we walk up to the guy and say, hey man, you gotta watch your kids doing this stuff, right? So the guy turns around and said, I'm so sorry. We just come from a hospital, their mother just died. Would those kids get on your nerves anymore?
No.
For the rest of the trip? As a matter of fact, not only they don't get on your nerves anymore, you're gonna go out of your way to make sure what? They're happy. What happened? What changed? That's called a paradigm shift. Something in you switched. Something in your head switched, right? And because of that, your whole everything about the whole bad situation changed. Do you understand? My goal today, is for you guys to have a paradigm shift about self-defense. And once happens, technically we'll get this stuff. Technically is the least of my worries. And my teacher, Steve Sexton, covers some great technical stuff. But none of that is going to work unless you have clarity. Right? What's the next thing?
Dance.
All right, stand up. One of the things about stance, okay, very important. So open your arms, relax. Put one foot back, bring your hands up, and I want your hands pointing forward like, hey buddy, back up, I don't want to fight. Bend your knees a little bit, and just all you're saying is, hey buddy, back up. I want your front hand facing forward. Okay, so if me and her are facing each other, even in fighting stance, you guys will go like this. Let's say we're gonna fight, right? So from here like this, right? So if we both have same speed, and we're gonna punch each other, who do you think would punch the other person first?
You.
I will. Because look at my hands already pointing to her face. Okay? Usually people do this, most of you, they shoot airplanes. They're pointing up to the ceiling. So you want to make sure the front hand is out because there's no way you're going to walk into my space. Which we're going to talk about zones really quick. So, what's your name?
Nicole.
Nicole. Go in the middle, please. Remember these zones. Me to Nicole right now is what's called a white zone. That means, yeah, you want to be aware of who's in your white zone, right? This is called blue zone. I still can't hurt you, but if I get in closer, then there's, right? This is called red zone. I can touch you, you can touch me. This is called black zone. That's a big no-no, right? So the trick is to keep these zones all the time separate. My philosophy is you do not come to my red zone. If you do, I'm going to hit you first. Make sure you understand. I'm not saying go hit people. I'm just saying if you come and ask for directions, come and ask me for direction. Oh, hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, can I go? How do I get over?
Absolutely. Wait for a second. Let me see if I can have my phone with me. I'm controlling I'm controlling it, right? So, or I'm going to get an equalizer. You know what? You see what I just put her in between us. Right? So I'm going to control that zone. But if it gets down to it, you get too close to my red zone, I am going to hit you first. Or I'm going to say, go like this. If you get close, I'm going to say, buddy, back up. You okay? Everything okay? All right, good. So I want you to stay back a little bit because you're kind of getting in my space right now. I appreciate it. Thank you. So with a smile, right? With a smile. You're coming too close. You're too much in my space right now. Okay? And what's the first thing if he wants to fight? What's the first thing he's going to do?
Grab your arm.
He's going to push my arm away. Go. You push my arm away. I'm going to hit you so fast you don't know what hit you. And by law, I'm going to get away with it because you touched me first. Did you understand what I just did? By raising my hand, and everyone will do this. They go, yeah. Soon as they do that, soon as you push my hand either way, fight's over. Okay? So again, I'm going to get away with it in the court of law. But other than that, if you stand here and you hit them, then I'm going to go to jail for that. God forbid if they find out you're a black belt. You know? So anyway, so come back over here. So what is this zone? What color is this?
White.
Okay?
Red.
Remember, red is I can touch, you can touch.
Red. Black.
Right? Black is bad news.
Black.
Well, depends who it is, right? So sometimes it's good news. Okay? But I want to make sure you understand the zones. If you don't know somebody's creepy, they're not coming to your red zone. And you definitely not a black zone, That's definitely the big one, right? But there's many technical things you want to do about these zones, right? All right, so everybody go, hands up, guarding stance. Good. Go back again. When you bring your hands, put your foot back, bring your hands up. Thank you, Nicole. Bring your hands up. There you go. Good. So bend your knees a little bit. You can kick, you can punch, you do whatever you want, but they're not going to pass this. I wanted to introduce you to a concept called outside 90, which is pretty powerful. So I want you to go like this. Good. Now here's what I want you to do. We're going to do this drill to each other real quick. Watch. I'm going to go like this. You're going to grab my shoulders, both of them. I'm going to put this on your chest, right here, from here. And I want you to bring yourself towards me, but don't headbutt me. Just bring your body in. No, head up. Just bring your body in. Pull me towards you. Go. Hard, hard. Good. Do you see how my arm is bending? Go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. He's pretty strong. Okay, so he can do this, right? I'm going to do the same thing. So I go like this, and I go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right? So I want you to do that to each other. Make sure you put it on top of the chest bone really quick. Just turn around, face the person right next to you. Make a fist. Ready? And try to really bend their arm. That's the power of this. Okay? Shape of a spear. You see my hands? Elbows together. So what happens is, come here, I want you to come and just grab me.
Oh my gosh.
Your God won't help you.
Sorry.
Okay? Do you see what I'm doing with my arms? All I did was bring my arms up. Grab me. Go hard. Just do it. Here we go. Look. No way he's going to come closer than that. Both my spears are up. This is not a magical thing, right? My arms are bent. This is called outside 90. Why? This is 90. This is outside 90. This is inside 90. Okay? Like this. So first thing comes, I want you to come and grab me. Go. First thing. Okay? You could do what now? There's technical things you could do. But what's established is he's going to be shocked. Like, what the heck? Right? Now I have time to do stuff. But if he comes and grabs my arms,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, let's just grab my arms, like hug me.
Oh.
There you go. See? Now it's too late. For outside 90. So the trick is, so I'm going to come and grab you.
Okay.
As soon as I come in, outside 90. So both arms, spear. Right there. And this one is around my neck. So I come in, go. There you go. See? Right there. Right? Again. There you go. See, I went on the other side. Natural body move. See, he's making his triangle. Street, people don't come grab your wrist. God forbid something happens, they're going to be all over you. Okay, if somebody goes from behind, you turn around. Turn around, do whatever you have to do, turn around, face me. Go. And outside 90. There you go. Doesn't matter what happens, you want to establish the spear. You want to keep them slightly away. Because this, you're not going to get rabbit punches, right? You're not going to do damage, right? But look. So come and grab me here. See? 1 foot back. Okay? So watch. Look at my hands. What are my fingers pointing to? Right there. So in real self-defense, I want you guys to repeat after me. Your goal is to do 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, or 3 out of 3. Okay? There's 3 most important things. I don't know if Steve covered this. He did?
Yes.
Mobility. The person that cannot follow you, you can't do any damage. So take their knees out. Kick their feet. Next one is air. If they can't breathe, they can't hurt you. Third one is
Sight.
if they can't see you, they can't hurt you. So when you come to me, grab me, I go outside 90, I'm thinking, well, how am I going to get this guy to stop breathing? Okay, you tell me, anybody.
Get the neck. The neck.
My elbow is right to his neck already,
Yeah.
right? So from here, right? Takes care of the air. How about eyes?
Fingers.
Fingers right there. Knees right there. Whatever you do, don't kick the guy in the groin. I get sick of when people say, oh, let's kick the guy in the groin. Unless the guy's standing like this, and you have a clear shot, I would forget about kicking the groin. All you're going to do, you're going to piss him off. I've been kicked in the groin, it just pisses me off. And the pain goes away like this. Always remember that. The kick to the groin will do more permanent damage to a woman than it does to a guy. Absolutely, because you can break your pubic bone. For a guy, it's not that way. God knew what he was doing, thank God. So it's not like, oh, we're just going to kick the guy. It's not like that. If you ever want to do damage, kick him in the thigh. Charlie horse is one of the best things, okay? I won't hurt you. So you just walk up from here like this, your knee, and just tap them. Okay, they can't take a step after that. Okay, when you get hit in the leg like that. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to literally come and just grab the other person, and the other person 1 foot back. Okay, spear. Ready? Go. 2 legs.
Sorry.
So, all right, stay inside. Go like this. Inside, not outside. Ready? Let's go. Do that to each other. I want you to experience this for a second. Come over here. Stand in front of me. Ready? I'm going to come to you, and I want you to do the spear. Ready? Go. Good. Wait for a second. That's not a spear. Both fingers are pointing away from each other. Both hands make a spear of one. See? That's what it is. Okay? Spear. This way. Right there. Good. Okay, whatever you do, don't let my face touch your face. Good. Very nice. How's that feel? Scary, right?
Yeah.
But that's what it'd be like. Right? She's turning red. She's turning red. The blood starts going and you start getting, getting excited. That's what it is. Okay? Nobody's gonna come and go like this. Right? Thank you. All right, so different situations doing what, right? So, here's my experience of the self-defense. This is not, thank God, we don't live in an area that bad that somebody's gonna come and grab you, pull you into their van or into their car. Statistically, I mean, that can always happen, okay? 90% of the self-defense for girls in a college happens from the people you already know. This is not a stranger, you know. I mean, it can happen, but statistically, again, somebody you know, you already have trust in them, and you're intoxicated, and you don't know what's going on, which goes back to awareness, right? You don't know where you are, right? As a matter of fact, say these three things. Where am I?
Where am I?
What am I doing?
What am I doing?
Is it real?
Is it real?
You got to check in with yourself all the time. So wherever you are, you always say, where am I? What am I doing? Is it real? Like you ask yourself, hey, where am I right now? Right? Should I be drinking at this time? You know what I mean? What am I doing? Right? And ask yourself, is it real? Is it really safe for me to do this? Do you know what I mean? I'm not thinking about, first of all, I don't consider rape any kind of a sexual thing. To me, rape is a violent crime. Just like a guy would beat another guy, to me, that's simple. Just because there's no penetration involved, it's still kind of same thing to me. It's a violent act, right? And I will defend against any violent act, right? So, but those three things are the most important things. Where am I? What am I doing? Is it real? Right? Really, really important. Doesn't matter what situation it is. You ask yourself, God, here's a better one. How many of you guys in your head, you have that little intuition? How many of you guys been in situations where that little thing in your head goes, I shouldn't be doing this? And you said, forget it, but he's such a nice guy, and, you know, whatever. Okay, let me tell you, you need to trust that intuition. That's God's gift to us. God gift, there's a huge gift. You got to listen to that and develop it. Don't push it away. Okay? Something in your head goes, is funky, do it. To this day, my kids come in and they have friends, and I go look at that friend and I go, you're not going out with that person at all. He's not your friend anymore. And they're like, what? You don't even know them. If you're a parent, you know. You know, I know it's called judgment or whatever. It's not judging. You just get this vibe from someone. You're like, no, we're not doing that. Right? So you just do it right from here. But the kids, what? Rebel against it. Oh, no, you're not cool anymore. Whatever it is. Right? But you got to trust that judgment, basically. Right? Anybody relate to that?
Yes, sir.
Of course, the parents do. Yeah. But anyway, so you want to listen to that intuition. Okay, I shouldn't be doing this. This is not right. Right? And I'm going to say something about it. What's next?
Zones, white, blue, red.
Say it again.
Zones.
We already went over the zones, right? So what were the colors? Remember, white, blue, red, black. Whatever you can do, don't allow someone to get in. Red. Black, depends on who it is.
Brown.
All right, so over 90%, I was like to say 95%, all fights, all sexual altercation, anything like that ends up on the ground. Nobody's gonna come stand up and attack you, right? So the chances are you're gonna go to the ground. So you gotta know what to do on the ground. So we're gonna do a couple drills on the ground really quick, and it will make sense to you, right? I'm gonna use you again, please. Come over here. I want you on your back. Lay on your back. When you lay on your back, one of the most important things, keep your arms up in your chest and your palm facing out. Don't let your arms go out because they can be pinned. You don't want your arms pinned, right? Head off the ground. 1 foot pointing to me. Bend it. Bring it up comfortable, like this, right? Push the toes back. There you go. I'm gonna walk around and I wanna make sure one of your feet, I don't care which one, you can adjust. One of the feet is always pointing to me. There you go, good. There you go, good. Do you see right there what the difference does? Because it's hard for me to get to her. Now don't do that. Look how much easier it is for me to get, see? Now total control now. So the first thing is head off the ground. This, by the way, great stomach workout. Instead of doing sit-ups, which is boring, this is a great thing. So again, 1 foot is up, go. There you go, good. Okay, why are you looking at my stomach? Looking, there you go, right in my eyes. And no smile, right? So you're just looking at mine like, what the heck? Like, what do you want? Like, and you're just right there, you're aware. And the spear is right there, right? So 1 foot, good.